In today's video, I was planning to rebuild the St. Louis Blues, but I mean, that crazy game just happened, so we're just going to rant quick over this entire commentary because this entire commentary is invalid. So I was going to say how the Blues injured our players and all this stuff about the Blues and being salty. Like here, I traded Robert Thomas because I was saying how Robert Thomas deserves to be on a better team. None of that matters now. We need to talk as hockey fans, okay? Number one. Just like Giannis said, be humble when you win, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to gloat in their face. Here I trade Kyrou because they need to be with Thomas, you know what I'm saying? But I was pissed at the Blues because I was thinking like, oh, they injured all our players, whatever. St. Louis Blues are a very, very good hockey team, and they will be back in the playoffs. And when they're back in the playoffs with their full team, all their prospects at full strength, Dvorsky, Snuggerud, Neighbors, Thomas, Kyrou, Buchnevich, Shet, like, this team is nasty. They have a lot of very, very good prospects, a lot of very, very good players. As you can see, I'm just trading all the players that I don't hate away on this team. So, like, Jake Neighbors and Buchnevich, they're staying, you know what I'm saying? But Cam Fowler, Dylan Holloway, all you guys are going. And another thing, all the Jets fans who said Connor Hellebuyck deserves to, you know, like, shouldn't start this game, you guys are idiots, actually. Like, why would you not trust in a Vezina Hart-winning, like, a Hart-caliber player? You don't bench McDavid in Game 7. Why would you bench Connor Hellebuyck? Yeah, he didn't have a great game, but he made that one more save that Jordan Binnington didn't tonight. And that made all the difference, you know what I'm saying? You back your goalie. This is a guy, you back your best player. I don't care if he's, you know, fold in the playoffs or whatever. And we're all human. Everyone has anxieties and all that stuff. Like, let's just be grateful that we have Connor Hellebuyck. Anyways, let's talk about all the other series while we rebuild the Blues here, you know what I'm saying? Because this video is entirely invalid. I'm sorry, Blues fans. I was about to rip into your team. And, like, as you can see here, I'm doing, once we get to the season goal thing, or preseason focus, I'm just doing aggression and, like, minus discipline because I was so pissed. I was recording this when we were down 3-1. I was like, oh no, this game's over. And I was trading for guys like Ilya Lyubushkin, Cutter Gauthier, like, what am I doing? Rutger McGrody, like, all these guys who are like who are like snakes and like some of the most hated players in the NHL. Don't ask why I was doing this. This is why you don't overreact. Anyways, but yeah, shout out to all the Blues fans. You guys are a great team. You guys will be back better than ever, and honestly, you guys deserve to win the series. Yeah, we didn't have our best players, so maybe we deserve to win. Like, it's not hard to beat a team who has 4 out of their 5 best, like, skaters missing in the series, but you know, like, you guys will be back. You guys will be better than ever. So let's talk about everything else here. Dallas and Winnipeg. Dallas's crazy comeback was crazy, bro. That was insane. Mikko Rantanen shutting up Mike Bartner there. Oh my god, that felt so satisfying. I'm not even a Stars or Avs fan. I could care less who wins. That was an entertaining series. And I mean, if for Blues fans, you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe all you have to do is win that last game, and I can see you guys running the gauntlet in the Pacific Division. So, I mean, oh my god, bro. As you can see, my voice is absolutely cooked because Perfetti just scored with 0.1 seconds left. And I'm doing this all in one take so I can get this out as fast as possible. But that was Season 1 wrapped up, and we are going into the draft. Sorry if this is not as good as the videos I've been posting recently, but I mean, it has to be done, you know what I'm saying? This is a clout chasing video right here, you know what I'm saying? We have to beat Stick on the Ice to his St. Louis Blues rebuild, because I know that one's coming out soon, you know what I'm saying? So we have to make a trash St. Louis Blues rebuild. But Morrissey won the Norris, and Connor Hellebuyck won the Hart. I mean, the Vezina. That's sick. But we have the 4th overall pick in the draft. My bad. I swear it said 3rd. Am I tripping? But I think, who are we going to take here? I don't really know. I was thinking of trolling and going Brady Martin, but Porter Martone's just the obvious pick. You know what I'm saying? Silent for Team Canada, but he's a big body, you know what I'm saying? Keyshawn Atchison, he hits well, you know what I'm saying? So we're just getting, basically, the point of this rebuild was to get every single player who's considered, like, dirty or just hitting or, like, their main prowess is just like playoff hockey, which I think that playoff hockey thing is a little bit overrated, because like, why would you ever like pick like Alexei Torpchenko over Kyle Connor? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. But anyways, we're gonna fire Jim Montgomery here, because again, I was salty and I kind of like Jim Montgomery. I feel like we need a physical coach. That's the only reason I fired him. No other reason. But I mean, we extended Radek Faksa here. I mean, he deserves to be extended. He's definitely one of those dirty players. But I mean, Patrick Maroon, Pierre-Olivier Joseph, team up the Joseph brothers, Ryan Suter. This team is absolutely disgusting in a bad way. Sorry, Blues fans. I don't know why I did this to you. If you guys want to go actually watch the St. Louis Blues franchise mode, which I for some reason didn't finish, go check it out on the channel, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to sign Cutter Gauthier here to an 8 times 8.5 with a no movement clause, because he just epitomizes what it means in this universe to be a St. Louis Blue. Dirty, snake, scumbag, all words to describe the St. Louis Blues as of right now, because I am absolutely pissed that they injured all of our players, whether it was intentional or not. I know it wasn't intentional. There's no way it was intentional for anyone saying that. The only thing that was intentional was this guy, Oscar Sundqvist, is actually the only NHL, like I joke around and say I hate NHL players. Oscar Sundqvist is the only NHL player that I would not go take a picture with it. Because this guy, not only is he kind of good at hockey, he's like, at the same time, he's the worst player in the history, but he's just so bad that he's good. You know what I'm saying? Like it actually pisses me off, because he's actually low-key nasty. But we're going to trade Philip Broberg here, another one of those players that I think is good. And honestly, I know a lot of people would expect me to keep Jordan Binnington, but I have a plan in mind. I think Binner is good, but there's one goalie that just fits this team, and that's Carter Hart, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, we were losing 3-1. I'm a Jets fan. I was pissed at this point. I was actually about to break something. I'm not even joking. So I was like, what better thing to do than have a goaltender tandem of Carter Hart. You know what happens with Carter Hart and Joel Hofer, the man who is shooting pucks across the ice at Mark Scheifele. We're gonna give Carter Hart a no movement clause, you know what I'm saying? Because sorry, my bad. This video is gonna be an absolute horror show. But we're gonna get Matt Rempe. I think he fits in this theme team, you know what I'm saying? We're just sorting by physicality at this point. I don't even know what I was doing. Like, all the commentary in this, I cut it out, because like, it was just me being pissed, and that's not the image I want to portray. Because like, I actually like the St. Louis Blues. I wouldn't have done a franchise mode on a team I don't like. That's why you're never getting a Vegas or Florida franchise mode. Speaking of, shout out Dallas, Winnipeg, Edmonton. We all know that Gary Bettman's going to rig it for Vegas, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to take the C off Braden Shen. I don't think he really fits this team's culture. I think there's one player it has to go to, and that is Oscar Sundqvist. He deserves the C for all the wrong reasons, you know what I'm saying? But here's the team heading into year 2. I mean, it's not a bad team, honestly. It seems like a very watered down version of this year's Blues. Oh my god, this team would be so annoying to play against. That would be crazy. But I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs. Maybe we will, who knows? But sorry, this video is absolutely cooked, because I'm not getting the commentary out there, because it is bad. It is just D1 hating, and I don't want to D1 hate, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to trade Texier for another one of these players that just, oh my god. I actually, like, Riley Smith is one of those guys that, like, seems like such a nice guy, such a nice player. He's so annoying because he's good. Like, he scores in all the big games. I mean, he didn't get to do that with the Rangers this year. Or no, wait, he's on Vegas now. Oh my goodness, we are cooked. If Riley Smith scores an overtime goal, I'm deleting my channel. Like, to beat the Jets in overtime game 7, I'm deleting this channel. I'm not even joking. But here's our stats, and we're just sorting by hits, because like, we don't care about points. Who cares about the amount of points you scored when you can just check how many hits you had, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, here is the team. I think it's a pretty good team. Carter Hart actually played well. Joe Hofer played absolute garbage, but our AHL team won a championship. That's pretty sick. And we get the 8th overall pick here. I think it's pretty obvious who we're going to take. He's a big boy, a mean boy. I don't know anything about him, but he seems like a nice kid. And Ethan Belchez is going to be the guy we take. Spoilers. I didn't know why I think I was trolling and pretending to pick like the 26th guy. Ha ha ha, you're so funny, TFD. You're so funny. You just made a video out of pure spite and you won anyways. There's no point of gloating because we don't deserve to win that series, but you know, we're going to move on. You know, not the best. Sometimes the best team doesn't win. We deserve to win this game, though. I can't even lie. The way the boys battled back. But yeah, honestly, if you're asking, you know, the next question that most people are gonna ask: were you nervous for overtime? No, I was not nervous for overtime because if we win, cool. We're the number 1 seed. We should win. If we lose, cool. St. Louis Blues, they found a winning formula, I guess. But yeah, we're at the draft. We're just going with the heaviest or tallest players, bro. 6'1", 238 is absolutely devious. We're going to trade Ryan Strome here. He's actually not that dirty of a player. The only reason I picked up him and Vetrano is because I just heard that they were big trash talkers. That's all. I'm going to trade Dustin Falk as well. You know, he's not really a dirty player. He's kind of a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? And he's actually pretty nasty at hockey. Same with Parayko, but we can't really trade him. And, you know, we got to keep some St. Louis Blues. And then Jake Neighbors here. We're going to extend him with a no movement clause because he's definitely a part of this core. Rutger McGrody, we're going to, you know, make sure he is locked up as well because we can't let Rutger McGrody go from this team. He fits the identity of this team to a T, you know what I'm saying? And then Joel Hofer, like I said, shooting pucks at the other team's best players. He definitely fits the identity of this team, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to sign Nick Delorier. You know, he's going to be a good locker room guy, you know what I'm saying? The vibes on this team are absolutely immaculate. Curtis Douglas, you know what I'm saying? 6'8" monster. You can be on the team as well. And we're going to take the A off Parayko. I don't think he really fits this team culture. We're going to give it to Buchnevich and Neighbors, who, Jake Neighbors actually got on my nerves. I used to love Jake Neighbors. I don't hate him for any reason. Like, I don't hate SunQuest either, but those are two guys that just like, oh my god. Like, if somebody crunches them, I will watch that clip 10 times over. I don't even know what it is. They're just like annoying, but they're also not bad enough to where like you can chirp them. Like, they're actually good players. But looks like Parker Hamonic thinks we're going to make the playoffs here in the final season of this rebuild. So hopefully we can make the playoffs and win a cup with the Blues in the next 3 years, you know what I'm saying? We're going to trade back for Adam Henrique. I think that's a good move for the boys. And we could have got Drake, but that would have been kind of cooked. And unfortunately, we did not make the playoffs. So it looks like the St. Louis Blues won't have made the playoffs in this video. That is so unfortunate. I totally didn't do that on purpose, you know what I'm saying? Pavel Buchnevich, Frank Vetrano, Tyler Bertuzzi. Just look at this team. Just look at this team and tell me this team would not be the most annoying team in the NHL. Dick and Son, like Oscar Sundqvist, Rutger McGrody, Ilya Lyubushkin. Like, this team would be the most hated team by far. But yeah, shout out the St. Louis Blues. What an amazing series. Shout out Cole Perfetti. Shout out Adam Lowry. Shout out the entire Winnipeg Jets team. That was the greatest game I've seen in my life. Hockey game. The greatest game is definitely that Kawhi jumper. But the regular scheduled programs will be out tomorrow or Tuesday. Thank you guys for watching. And here's how Thomas and Kyrie did. And I'll see you guys in the next video.